Welcome to another edition of Talk City Greensboro, produced by GTN, featuring interviews and events happening around town. It's an easy way to stay in the know while you're on the go. Subscribe to Talk City on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or SoundCloud so you can keep up with what's going on in Greensboro city government. I'm your host, Josh Johnson, and with me today, as always, around the big round table, my good friend, Rosemary Plyben.
Hello, hello, hello. Well, producing more than 140 mainstage productions, more than 20 of which were world premieres, Triad Stage has become known for creativity, diversity, and excellence. They just announced the 2023-24 season, and Executive Director Kate Holland is here to share the news. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
We're really glad to have you here. Okay, well, first, let's start with just a little bit about you, because you came to us in, October of last year?
October, that's right. Mid-October. I started on my birthday, in fact.
Wow.
Cool.
That's a nice birthday present, I hope. I hope it was.
It's your birthday in October?
The 17th.
Okay, I'm the 11th.
Everyone put that on your calendar.
Okay, done.
I put the 11th as well.
You accept checks and cake, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so what brought you to Greensboro, to Triad Stage?
Yeah, so I've been working in the New York theater industry for most of the past 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I started out, as many of us do, as a performer. I have a master's degree in musical theater performance. I'm a member of Actors Equity. And I was always one of those kids who was told, don't worry, you'll work later. You'll work later. And in fact, I got my equity card on a national tour playing a 40-year-old when I was in my mid-20s. So,
oh, wow.
You know, I was hearing what they were saying. I wasn't in love with it.
Right.
So I kept looking for opportunities just to work, just to be involved. When I was a kid, I had a lot of stage management experience. I had a great teacher in high school who went on to be a very successful stage manager on Broadway. So that was my foundation. And I had the opportunity to barter acting class for work study hours at a theater company.
Cool.
And they were looking for a stage manager.
Yeah.
And that was really my entree away from acting and into production and management. And that was the beginning of a very slippery slope that led me through production management and general management and here to Greensboro. And along the way, I worked at a regional theater in Baltimore. I managed a Broadway theater house. I was the associate general manager for a theatrical general management company, which was the team managing the shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've worked on national tours, Broadway, off-Broadway. Yeah, I've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so you understand it from all sides.
Yes.
So why Triad Stage and why now in your career?
So in the industry, Triad Stage has a great reputation. And so I had known about it for many years.
That's great.
So that is sort of the first thing. I came out of the pandemic. I was very privileged during the pandemic to be able to do whatever I wanted to do, which I know not all of us, particularly in the arts, were.
For sure.
And I went back, and even after all these years of work, I completed a second master's degree in performing arts leadership and management. And
wow.
I finished up that program knowing that I wanted to find a leadership position, either a general management position in a larger New York-based organization or an executive position someplace else. The artistic director at Triad Stage, Sarah Hankins, reached out to me in May of last year via LinkedIn, great tool, and just said, hey, we're looking for an executive director and a director of production. And I sort of said to my husband, are we interested in North Carolina? We came to Durham the next weekend for a wedding.
Oh, that's serendipitous. Yeah.
Right. And really liked it. And we said, okay, let's see what happens.
And here we are. Now, is your husband in the arts as well?
He actually is a theater consultant, which means he designs the theater spaces with the architects.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool.
And so what does he think about your current space? Good?
He hasn't spent a lot of time here yet.
Okay.
He's got a very big project in New York that has kept him in New York for much of the last few months. So,
okay, well, we hope he likes it.
Yes.
Well, you just announced a new season of plays. Can you give us a preview?
Yes, I'm very excited about this season. We had a great time putting the season together, and I think something important to note is that many theaters treat programming like it's a secret mission. It's closed doors. Not a lot of people are involved. We really wanted to make sure our whole staff was at least felt like they were a part of the process. So we sort of opened up a Slack channel for ideas.
Nice.
And that really, really inspired a lot of the direction that we've decided to go next year.
Nice.
So very exciting. We're going to open with a world premiere of Jekyll by Patricia Lynn.
Cool.
This is a piece that we workshopped with our audience in the fall. We did a reading series where the audience was invited to give feedback to the playwright. The playwright could ask them questions, and they were very much a part of the process. During that period, she would come in with new pages every day. So
wow.
we really were involved in the creation of this piece. So we will do a world premiere in October of that play. The holiday show that we're going to do is Every Christmas Story Ever Told and Then Some.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's in the vein of the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged. It's fast. It's funny. It's 3 performers. Basically, one of them comes in saying the only Christmas show there ever could be is Christmas Carol, and his buddies are not so sure. And so it goes through, I mean, it's not even just Christmas. It hits everything. Hanukkah. It goes through some of the cultural traditions in other places.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be really a good show for the family.
Love it.
In March, we are going to be doing a play called Chicken and Biscuits.
Well, that sounds like it fits right in here.
Delicious,
yes.
right? This is a play by Doug Lyons that is one of the most produced plays around the country.
Really? Okay.
Which is funny because most people have never heard of it.
No.
It ran very briefly on Broadway after the pandemic reopening. And it is a family story. It is a family gathering for the funeral of the patriarch. And, you know, as all good family gatherings happen, lots of stories come out, lots
drama,
of secrets come out, a little drama. Yeah, it's a comedy set during a funeral.
Okay.
So
I mean, what's funnier?
what's funnier? What could be funnier? And I know that the playwright is really, really engaged in making sure that there are diverse voices, stories being told. And so this is a great play in that realm as well.
Well, and Chicken and Biscuits, that is going to do well here just by the name.
Just the name.
I'm sure it
Great.
will.
Yep.
And then we're going to close the season with the piece I'm most excited about, which is it's called Coal Country. It is a docudrama, so it is based on real stories about a population in West Virginia where there was a coal mine explosion. And it has a lot to do with the unions and just the personal stories of the people affected by that event. And there is music in this one, and the music is by Steve Earle.
Oh, cool.
So it's
Nice.
we're very excited. We are the first licensed production of this show. I saw it in New York last year. I know one of the writers. I reached out to her a couple months ago and said, "Hey, are you licensing this? We'd be really interested in doing it." We set up a call. She and her writing partner met Sarah and I and sort of got a feel for who we were and where we were and whether the story is right for us.
Yeah.
And Sarah has an Appalachian background, as do I. And so we felt like this was a really good choice for us.
I love it.
Excellent.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit for those who haven't been to Triad Stage or haven't been to Triad Stage in a while, because frankly, it was closed. I mean, COVID, we were away for a while. What makes it different, special, you know, in not like other local or regional theaters?
Yeah. What I find really unique about Triad Stage is its commitment to North Carolina, its commitment to North Carolinians, and the stories from here being told by people here. In fact, our next play, the one that will close this season, is written by a Winston-Salem native.
Love it.
Nice.
And it is definitely a part of our focus. So even though we're looking at a next season where the writers aren't from North Carolina, we'll be looking for designers and directors and actors who can reflect the stories from the local population.
And you bring in actors and people from all over as well. I mean, there's a collaborative process, a diverse, people here, but people with other ideas from other places too.
That's right. I mean, that's the art of theater.
Yeah. It's fun. It's really fun.
Well, to that, what are some ways people can be involved?
The easiest, most straightforward way is to buy tickets.
All right.
We have, if you are a current subscriber, you can renew your subscription for the next season right now. If you want to become a subscriber, that period will open in a few weeks, and then single tickets won't go on sale till July. So, get in there. as a subscriber, and then you're guaranteed to have your seats. We have a great exchange and flex policy. It will also give you the opportunity to be the first in line to purchase tickets for the reading, the new work reading, which we will also do again this year. And our Valentine's Cabaret, which we had great success this year with Lavinia Harrington performing. Nice. We have a very talented superstar coming from New York.
Okay.
Who will be, I'm not going to give the name away yet. But
there we go.
Somebody who I have worked with over the last 20 years that I just can't wait
fun
to see him.
That sounds exciting. And you're always Triad Stage offers workshops and sometimes camps, and there are other things too, like for those who really want to get involved.
We have a very robust learning program, as robust as we can do with our skeleton staff that we still have. We have the Lyceum program, which takes theater out into the schools. Mm-hmm. We work closely with the Poetry Out Loud competition. We host the North Carolina State Finals for that. The next Narrative Monologue Festival is happening now. We also have adult classes. So we just finished a acting the song class, which was great fun.
That's fun, yeah.
We're getting ready to run a monologue class that starts next week. Mm-hmm. And it's all levels and skills are included in these opportunities.
So much fun. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing. We hope you'll be back. Come tell us more as we get into the season. We can share more about the second half of the season as it comes up. But for now, if we have piqued your interest and you want to get more involved, if you want to see a show, there's a show coming up. There's a class starting next week. Lots of stuff. Go to triadstage.org, buy tickets. Purchase a season pass. That's coming up. Get involved as a donor. I know you're never going to turn those away.
I'm never going to turn that away. No. And I'll tell you right now that regional theater across the country, actually across the world, is really struggling. Mm-hmm. It's not just Triad, but things are dire at Triad as well. So, if there's any way that you can support us, $5, $10, $25, all of it is valuable to us.
Yeah.
So.
Wonderful.
If theater is important to you, come on over.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned in weekly by subscribing to Talk City Greensboro on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. And don't forget, you can download Talk City from SoundCloud.
That is our time for this week. Thank you for spending some of yours with us. And if you like what you hear, please share it with a friend. Be sure to watch GTN, your official source for news and information about the city of Greensboro. GTN available on Spectrum Channel 13,
AT&T U-verse Channel 99,
and Lumos Channel 31.
GTN also streams live on Roku and the city's website
at greensboro-nc.gov.